Moving on, tourists to Pahalgam will now be greeted by iron fencing and barbed wire. Money has been spent, and that too to the tune of nearly over 1 crore rupee that has been spent over the course of 8 years by authorities to put this fencing in place. Questions are being raised about whether this fencing itself is even necessary. The CEO of Pahalgam Development Authority has offered an absurd reason for the project, saying it was done to protect tourists of Pahalgam from the dung that is left by horses.
गवर्नमेंट ने इसका कोई फायदा नहीं है, ये तो बिल्कुल इससे नुकसान ही नुकसान है, क्योंकि टूरिस्ट जो बाहर से आते हैं या लोकल लोग आते हैं वो कहीं पहलगाम में घूमना चाहते हैं, दरिया किनारे बागों में जाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ हर दरिया किनारा हर पार्क 10-10 कदम के बाद पूरा बांध दिया गया, पूरे दरिया किनारे बांध दिए गए हैं। जो भी कोई खुला मैदान था सबको बाढ़ लगा दिया गया, बांध दिया गया है, और कोई बाहर निकलना चाहता है, घूमना चाहता है, लेकिन वो कहीं घूम नहीं पाता है।
4-5 गोरे हमारे लेवेंडर पार्क में, जो अच्छी पार्क है हमने बनाई है, जो लेवेंडर के नाम से मशहूर है, वहाँ घुसा दिए ताकि वो घास चराई कर सके। तो काफ़ी डैमेज पहुँचा आज रात को ही। तो जहाँ और बैठने की भी जगह नहीं, जहाँ देखते हैं वहाँ गोबर है। कम से कम फेंसिंग से ये होता है कि टूरिस्ट कहीं एंटर हो सके और कहीं आराम से बैठ जाए विदाउट गोबर।
And Mir Farid is now joining us live to give us more inputs on the story. Mir, over 1 crore rupees has been spent across 8 years to fence this entire area, but the justification to do so is not enough, isn't it?
Yes, in fact, we did speak to the CEO of the area, and he was literally struggling to give us one logical reason for this fencing. Now, these are crores of rupees, taxpayers' money that has been literally wasted on these iron railings, these grills that have turned this beautiful, pristine land into kind of an open prison. Now, this has become an eyesore for the tourists, for the locals, and the clamor is growing for the removal of these railings. Now, absolutely needless expenditure. Now you go to Pahalgam, right from Pahalgam up to Aru, you will find these grills, iron grills, curtains that have been put. View of this beautiful land has been blocked, and to add to that, you have even concertina wires, which are a symbol of oppression, a symbol of war, bloodshed, and they have also kept them there, which again, as I said, gives it a look of a perfect open prison. Now we spoke to the authorities. They say that this has happened over a period of 8 years. Obviously, it was a tender. They wanted to mint money, politico contractor nexus, which has ruined this beautiful land. Now, yes, you may need these grills as far as certain parks are concerned, which you want to, obviously for entry you want people to pay some money, but otherwise, why do you need these grills? Now, you look at any tourism model across the world. Now, the politicians here, the ministers do try to compare Kashmir with Switzerland, but in Switzerland you will not find even a single such eyesore in those beautiful meadows. That's the way to go ahead as far as tourism is concerned, and not to turn your beautiful places, vandalize them, and then just for the sake of spending money or ensuring that you earn or mint some money, you turned this beautiful pristine land into an open prison.
Absolutely. Very rightly pointed out by you. It is, as we can see in those visuals as well, barbed wires, fences across these pristine lands, and no justification. As you mentioned, you spoke to the authorities in question, and they were struggling to give you one logical reasoning on why it has been done. It was not done just recently. This was in the offing for 8 long years, Mir. But on ground, what is really the necessity to put these wires? Is there any sort of a reason that has been given to you because of which these fencings were required, and such massive stretches of those? Not one or two, but we can see endless, stretches of these fences and barbed wires that have been put in order, according to what we're given to understand, to protect the tourists from the dung that is left by horses.
Well, just look at this illogical reason that has been given. Now, you go to Pahalgam. I have been to that place innumerable number of times. In fact, many of our viewers would also have been. There are not many horses. Even during peak season, there is a restricted, or should I say, set guideline and route for those horses. So this is an absolutely absurd reason that has been given for spending this taxpayers' money, your and mine money, on creating these eyesores, these iron monsters on such a beautiful land. Now, people go to these places to run away from the hectic daily life, to run away from these concrete monsters. And when they reach Pahalgam, what they find is these grills. So this, as I said, has given it a look of an open prison. The tourism minister, who has been, in fact, he's been someone who almost in every function speaks about protecting the ecology, developing these sites, keeping in mind environment and other important things. But on the other hand, now he has to act. He should get these railings removed and ensure that Pahalgam, the erstwhile beauty of that place, is restored. And to add to that, no more such projects or tenders are allowed to float where these authorities, just for the sake of spending money and just for the sake of this political contractor nexus, ruin this beautiful place, because it is one of the world famous tourist destinations. And now the clamor is to remove these fencings and do it immediately, and also hold accountable those people who have spent this taxpayers' money on this absolutely needless expenditure.
Certainly, Mir, and the fault clearly lies at the top, because how is it possible that such an absurd tender was even floated in the first place? So those are the questions that need to be asked, and answers need to be given to those pertinent questions. Mir, thanks for joining in and getting us those updates.